Hey everyone, welcome back to Real Epic Quest. Before we pour ourselves another round of insight, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a deep dive. Ready to dive in? Let's go. Another round has a narrative that unfolds in a layered, thought-provoking way. At first glance, it might seem like a simple film about four teachers experimenting with alcohol, but beneath the surface, it's a reflection on life's purpose, personal freedom, and self-discovery. Let's break down the story structure from inciting incident to resolution. The inciting incident occurs early in the film when Martin, played by Mads Mikkelsen, and his colleagues, Tommy, Peter, and Nikolai, attend a dinner party where they discuss their lives. All of them are facing the weight of midlife crises, dealing with stagnant careers, failed ambitions, and strained relationships. It's Martin who, inspired by a theory by philosopher Finn Skårderud, proposes an experiment to see if they can improve their lives by maintaining a constant level of alcohol in their bloodstream. The idea is that moderate intoxication could help them overcome their emotional and existential barriers. The theory becomes the spark for the entire experiment, and also the core question of the film. Will alcohol, even in controlled doses, truly enhance their lives, or will it bring them closer to self-destruction? The hook of the film happens shortly after Martin and his friends agree to start their alcohol-fueled experiment. They begin to test the limits of their new lifestyle, introducing humor, liberation, and a sense of rebellion into their daily routines. As they drink throughout the day, while still trying to maintain some semblance of professional competence, the initial results are positive. Martin starts to feel more confident, reconnects with his students, and even finds joy in his marriage again. The success of their early days is enough to get the audience intrigued. Is this the answer to their struggles, or just a dangerous game? By the midpoint of the film, the experiment begins to take a darker turn. While the group initially enjoys their newfound energy and focus, things start to spiral out of control. Martin's behavior becomes increasingly erratic, and he begins to drink more heavily than ever before, leading to tensions in his personal and professional life. The consequences of their decisions are starting to show, both in the relationships that are fracturing and the emotional toll the drinking takes on them. Martin's marriage, in particular, begins to suffer as he becomes more distant from his wife. The line between controlled experimentation and addiction becomes increasingly blurry, showing the dangerous side of using substances as a form of escape. This is the moment when the film shifts from lighthearted fun into a deeper exploration of dependency and the darker sides of seeking meaning through external forces. The climax occurs when Martin, completely caught up in the high of the experiment, goes too far. His drinking spirals out of control during a public celebration, leading to a massive emotional breakdown. In a particularly powerful scene, he confronts his feelings of failure, loss, and despair. His friendship with the other men starts to fracture, and he faces the hard truth that alcohol, even in small doses, cannot fix his deeper issues. It's at this point that Martin hits rock bottom, symbolizing the collapse of the idealized version of life the experiment was supposed to bring. This moment is both a personal and metaphorical low, as it reveals the destructive nature of the experiment and the emotional wreckage it has caused. In the final act, Martin begins to reclaim control over his life. His journey, though painful, leads him to a deeper understanding of what gives his life meaning. In the final scene, Martin, sober and introspective, chooses to embrace life fully, but now without the crutch of alcohol. He's found his balance, not through a scientific experiment, but through personal growth and acceptance. The film ends on a bittersweet yet uplifting note. Martin, along with his friends, has gone through a period of self-destruction, but ultimately comes to terms with the fact that life isn't about relying on external crutches or searching for constant highs. It's about living with authenticity, facing your demons, and finding joy in the simple moments. In another round, the structure cleverly mirrors the emotional and psychological arcs of its characters. What starts as an intriguing experiment about freedom and fulfillment turns into a much deeper exploration of personal identity, self-worth, and the consequences of escapism. Martin's journey from doubt to self-realization is powerful, making the film's resolution deeply satisfying. reminding us that sometimes The answer to life's questions doesn't lie in external solutions, but in embracing our imperfections and finding balance within ourselves. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next film deep dive. Got thoughts on the film? Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear your take. Until next time.